3 shoulder circles. The first one, most decompressive, at least at the outset of the 3, are front circles. So here we're throwing the circle to the front of the body. I turn to the side. So front circles. The next one, side circles. So now the circle is coming around the side of the body. Don't try to control it. The goal of a fluid circle, continuous shoulder circles like this, is to let the joint take its natural path and to do it in a way that has a little bit of traction. So allowing the momentum of the arm to pull away from the joint, give it a little space as it turns around. So you have front circles, and then you have side circles. Side circles are a little more, can be a little more compressive. So if it is particularly not feeling good, you can take a staggered step. It'll turn your body slightly and give you just a little more space to turn. And then as you feel more comfortable, so it starts to loosen up, then you can start to square up and bring your feet back together. The third circle would be throws. So here we're going to do more rotation in the middle of our circle. So here I'm going to load, coil up, and then unload, and throw my arm around that circle. And again, I have both arms. And just like all the circles, I have a second direction. This one, because it takes a little more skill to develop the pattern, starting slow and finding a circle is a good way to start. And these can be done with an elbow low, and they can be done with an elbow high. But notice that my hand is always passing over across in front of my face and not passing over my head this way. So it doesn't go over the head, it always comes back across the face. When you feel comfortable with all of them, they can be escalated by adding a light load. The traditional light load is a light club. We have our front circles, and we have side circles. So check your surroundings. And then we have our throws. And then final escalation would be to pick up more weight. And instead of just picking up ever heavier clubs, my preferred is to use kettlebells. So if you grab the kettlebell by the horn, the hammer hold, you can do all the 3 same circles. Notice now I also need to do a lot of counterbalancing of the weight. So my whole body has to shift with the movement. But this allows a lot more traction, active traction, so I have to do some real strengthening at those, through those circles of my connective tissues. We have side circles, and then we have our throws. Whole point of these, yes, we're going to be gently increasing range, but you're not trying to force and shove it into deep range. Let the momentum do the work. Very different than doing slow circles. So let the fluid movement, maybe a similar endpoint, have similar goals, but it's a different path to get there. So let the momentum, let the movement work its way into making more space for you. And then also the big goal here is connective tissue strength. That's where the eccentric, the loaded movement as it's pulling around, always pulling away, is where we really build strong connective tissues. So 3 circles, front, side, and throws. And then as in a more advanced layer, you can add some load to it once you feel comfortable with all 3 of those.